Hey, what's up, guys? Ricky here. What's going on? Let me get my question chat box out so I can see everybody. All right. Let me know who's in the room. Can you hear me loud and clear? Checking my audio. Checking the audio out. Making sure that's good. All right. Let's see who we got going over here. Okay, put a 1 in the chat box if you can hear me. You can see the screen. Everything looks good. We got Ontario in the house on the snowy day. Yeah, it's getting cold in New Jersey. I mean, it was hitting like 25 at night, 40s in the morning, starting to get freezing. I know Canada got to be freezing already. What's up, Marlon? What's up, Linda? Awesome, guys. All right, so this is not going to be a super long one today, but I want to cover something that basically a lot of people screw up and something that we need to pay attention to a lot. And I've been, thinking about, when I help people with their marketing, okay, there's a couple of things that you got to be aware of, all right? And one of the biggest problems is understanding your margins and understanding your pricing. And some people think they could just start with any price and that's going to sell. I know it sounds stupid, but like you can't guess at these things. All right. So what I'm gonna go today is I'm gonna go over some pricing models. All right. So now if you want to get the recent replays, I'm gonna put it in the questions box. Okay, you would just go to Keep It Moving TV announcements, and any kind of replay like we're doing right now for media dollars is going to be put here, and then it's going to be in your Slingly members area. If you have a Slingly account, okay, it'll be in the Slingly Academy. If you do not, you can get one free. I'll give you the link on that, and that's just a light account, but I'll get you access to all the training, all the other great stuff. Okay, so the announcements is where you want to like look at, and we'll be dropping stuff in there. Okay, Carol in the house. Awesome. Alex. Awesome, guys. And plus, I want to do like a little bit of Ask Me Anything kind of session on this one. I know I've been training a lot. Like over the past 3 weeks, I probably did about, I don't know, at least 20 to 30 hours of training. Okay, and I've done that on the Groovathon with Mike Fosame. I've done that on the boot camps. I've done that with guests. I've done that with my with my millionaire series, how to become a millionaire series, and getting like, getting yourself all your mindset all prepared. And I'm going to keep this moving. So if you guys, just put a little alarm on your desktop or, on your iPhone that every Wednesday, 11 o'clock, if you can make it, I'm going to be showing you some good stuff that's worked in my business. And it doesn't just fit e-commerce. It doesn't just fit affiliate marketing. It's just online marketing. Because when you understand when you understand this playing field of how the online terrain works, you will improve your marketing exponentially. All right. And I've done it for many people. And also some people, want me to do one-on-ones. And I actually do have a one-on-one now, but it's not my intensive one. My intensive one-on-one is very expensive and takes a lot of my time. So I have another option that's a lot more affordable and doesn't take a lot of both of our times. So I can show you that if you're interested. But like anything, I'm not trying to really sell you right now. I just want to show you stuff that's going to work for you, and that's the point of media dollars. All right, so pricing strategies that work. Now it's very, very different. If you're doing physical, okay, so physical, and you're doing digital, there's going to be different margins for both of these things. Now, there's benefits of doing the digital, and I do a lot of digital, and we do physical. Okay, that's print on demand. I consider physical. I'm not talking about getting crappy products from China and not testing the quality of them and then selling them to the masses. I know a lot of people that do that model, and it does work. It's a cash grab. It's not going to last forever, but it will make you money. And especially if you follow my traffic trainings and you get the right mindset, you could really make that work. It's totally up to you. But remember, it's not a long-term model. It's almost considered a black hat model now. It used to be kind of grayish, in the grayish area, like where you could do it and they didn't really mess with you, okay? But now with all the scrutiny and everything that Facebook's been through this past year, they are tightening their game up. And like it's really been horrific for a lot of advertisers, including myself, with all these ad account bans and stuff like that. And it doesn't even matter anymore if you think you're doing the right thing. They have figured out ways to basically not even care if they ban you. They don't care if you spent $1 million plus in an ad account. They don't give two shits, to be honest with you. So it's not like, oh, what am I doing wrong and all this other stuff. Blah 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 blah. What is the model? I'm just talking about the physical model. Okay, so this is the physical model, which is print on demand or drop shipping. Okay, let's just call it drop shipping. Like I give people, like you can go to Wholesale Essential dropshippers.html. Okay, you can go to this site. I've been using this site for freaking years, and you can find a million dropshippers in the U.S. for any kind of product that you could probably ever sell in your life, and they'll ship it to your customer. This is all U.S. dealers, okay? Gold mine of sources. I primarily stick in the print on demand space because I love doing the designing. My team is very, very used to it. Our platform, of course, is Slingly that works with just print on demand. But media dollars is not just about teaching you print on demand. It's teaching you the marketing that you need to know. Okay, so here we go. So physical, okay, being that, and digital being ebooks, or it could be it could be, I don't know, it could be software, it could be membership areas, right? Whatever. Now they all going to have different margins. Now, if you're a one-man gang, so that means you're doing this all by yourself, and I've done that many years by myself, and why it's extraneous, your margins are big because you're not paying anybody else but yourself. So with digital, if you're selling the product for $47, okay, you're basically going, if you're doing this all yourself, besides your ad spend, what you're gonna spend on the ads and generating your leads, okay, your margin is pretty much up to 90%. Okay, you're gonna make 90% profits. When you're doing physical, you're gonna have a predefined margin. Okay, and margins are the most important thing you need to pay attention to, especially when media buying or any kind of marketing. So basically your physical can be anywhere, okay, from $3, especially if you're doing drop shipping from China type of stuff, to all the way up to, I mean, you can go high ticket where you're getting charged $39 for fulfillment. So let's break this down. Like let's just do some simple math here. Okay, let's say that your margin is $10 here. That's how much is going to cost you to ship, okay, to your customer. Ship and print, we'll call it ship and print to your customer, or get that item out. And over here, you could literally, you don't have to ship anything here. So shipping is nothing. Okay, you don't even have to put that into the equation. And then another thing with physical is basically if you're spending $10 here, you need to price this at a right price for your ad spend. Your ad spend, which would be your cost per purchase, which is immediate buying cost per acquisition. So honestly, all right, I love mixing digital, having a digital business and having a physical business at the same time because they balance each other. All right, you're gonna make more margins. Now, with a team and my ad spend and everything else like that, I'm seeing, anywhere from 60 to 70% margins on my digital side. All right, on the physical side, I'm seeing anywhere from literally 15 to 25% margins after it's all said and done. Okay, and this would be like your profit. Okay, your profit. Not your margin, sorry, your profit. All right, and you have to take that into consideration. Now, there is some cool things that I teach, like Etsy and everything else, which allows you to erase having to worry about ad spend and will grow your margin because you're not paying for traffic. So if paying for traffic is an issue for you right now, then I would really recommend the Etsy route for kind of physical print on demand type of stuff. Etsy is like being back on Amazon about 7, 8 years ago. So like you could do a lot of things on Etsy that you can't do on Amazon. And Etsy's growing with traffic, and it's just amazing, like the amounts of traffic volume they're getting, plus with this, the pandemic and everything else. All right, but like let's at a core understand your pricing, okay, and what we have tested. So minimally for physical, okay, you want to 2 to 3x your margin. So that means that if you are at $10, you want to sell it for $20 or $30, okay, in the range right here. Because you got to understand that if you're running ads, you're going to spend anywhere from $5 to $8 in the beginning until you're dialed in to get a customer, a cost per purchase. So if you are doing $10, okay, to ship and print to your customer or get that physical item out, and you are selling it at say $15, and it's costing you $5 to actually get a purchase, okay, what's going to happen here is you're breaking even. You're breaking even. So you're literally, honestly, making zero money on that. Now, there is benefits to making zero money on the front end. And that's where you can get a little bit more advanced, okay, where you know what your back end can do for you. So you're comfortable breaking even. Like right now at this point in my marketing career, I am so happy to make $0 on a purchase on the front because I don't care. I know that they're either going to take an upsell, they're either going to get an email from me that's going to market them something else. I have literally a 3 to 6 month period where I'm making money off the lifetime value of that subscriber, and I could adjust my marketing metrics, and that's where AOV and LTV come into play, okay? Because that's the average order value and your lifetime value of your customer. Average order value is funnel driven, where lifetime value is customer driven. So AOV, okay, is really just simply how many what you call orders you got, your revenue you made, divided by your orders. So basically, if I made $100, how many orders, okay, did that take me to make $100? And you divide that, that becomes your average order value. And your goal as a marketer is to always increase your funnel worth. Your goal as for a lifetime value is you got to define your 3 to 6 months, okay, of how many customers did you acquire and how much revenue did you make. So it's simply your revenue divided by how many customers you got. That's your lifetime value of a customer. So what you're going to learn in your marketing career, or what you may already know, is that the more you pay attention to your math, the more money you will make. And that goes for media buying, it goes for pricing strategies, it goes for working out at the gym and tracking your metrics there. It goes like if you're in a keto diet or you want to get your body to ketosis, then you have to track your metrics there. Okay, you could track your metrics with bad habits like smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol. How many times do you do that per day? You could track your sleep. You can get insane with these kind of things. You could track the stock market. You can track metrics there. Like, oh my God. But like when you start to really just look at everything as number based and understand the values of things, your business is going to grow. Okay, it's going to grow a lot, and you're not going to go in with guesswork anymore and be like, should I price this way? Should I be following everything else that everybody else is doing? You're going to have a mathematical kind of equation, and you can only get this type of equation here, AOV and LTV, by spending money on your traffic or getting it for free. But free is the slow way. I got to be honest with you, free is the slow way. It's something I used to do when I was a novice entrepreneur and I was afraid of everything. And I would just go make blogs and just go write articles, and I would go use article spinners, and I would do that type of shit on the low risk model. And then what ended up happening was I just couldn't get the traffic fast enough for me to make any kind of real money. And then it clicked for me that once I got stuff that converted, I needed to get traffic there faster. So what was the number one thing I focused on? Building a customer list, building a subscriber list. That's when I can do literally marketing on demand. I don't have to wait for Facebook to send me the traffic or ban my account. I don't have to worry about that type of shit. I can just literally go press a button and have traffic to my website in a matter of minutes. And that's where you need to pay attention to. Okay. And I know I'm going on a little bit of a tangent because I get passionate when I speak about this marketing stuff because it's really that freaking important, okay, to your success. Now, let's not lose this screen. I'm going to move over. Okay. So I can go flip back. Okay. Again. Okay. So let's go over here. All right. Any questions on this so far? I don't want to go over people's heads, but I need to make sure that you got this. Any questions? Where do you find your largest margin with Dropship, Etsy or Shopify, not including traffic? Reading through the fine print of fees can get confusing. Your margin consists of a couple of things, Timothy. Like your margin, all right, so you could break this down like this. I'm gonna open another whiteboard for that, okay? Because it's a very good question, actually. All right, you have your overhead expenses. You have your product costs, and you have your advertising expenses. All right. So those are your three categories that you want to pay attention to. And your overhead is a constant. Maybe that's virtual assistants. Maybe that's Shopify fees. That's Etsy fees. That's merchant account fees. Okay, like I'm getting charged on one of my merchant accounts 7%. 7%. I'm shopping around for different merchant accounts. That's ludicrous to me, especially when you do volume. Okay, and if you don't pay attention to that shit, they're robbing 7% of your money. Okay, that could be hosting costs. That could be ClickFunnels. Okay, $297 a month. That could be whatever. Okay. Then you have, and it's very important to stay on top of your overhead. I literally just go over my bank account every month, once a month. I download my statement and I look at everything I'm spending on and I cut out things that I'm not, or I plan like a 15 to 30 day period where I'll say if I don't use it by then, I'm going to cancel it. Or sometimes I get lazy and forget to fucking cancel it, to be honest with you, and that just eats into your overhead. Then you have your product cost, okay? This is the margin, okay, of your product. So I got another example. I said $10 is the margin of the product. They get it shipped and printed or sent to your customer. This is what you're working with. Then you got your advertising expense, okay? This is how much you're budgeting on each ad set that you control. Or if you're doing CBO, which is campaign budget optimization, which just means that I'm going to throw $20 to this campaign and Facebook's going to spread it out in the ad set. That's all that means. So then basically you're going to look at that expense too, and you're going to look at your cost per purchase, your cost, how much is costing you to add to cart. So your cost per add to cart. Okay, so how much that's going to cost you to add the cart value, and stuff like that. And say this cost per purchase is costing you $5. This cost per purchase is, cost per add to cart is $3. No, that's eating into your margin. So these two work together hand in hand, okay? But overhead is something you can't get away of. You just want to keep down as possible. I don't calculate that into margin that much. I just want to make sure that I have at least a 20 to 30% reserve that's going to cover my overhead every single month. Okay, so you got to break it down in these categories, right? And you got to pay attention to this type of stuff. Now, let's go into the pricing strategies that I've tested and stuff that just plain out works, so that you don't have to do this guessing. But you're gonna also want to still pay attention, because it's always easier to go up in price than it is to go down in price. Once people start buying the product, unless that is a really good reason, like it's Black Friday and you want to give people an amazing deal, Okay, but you still got to be careful though. Like you don't want to step on your customers' toes by taking stuff that you sold $10,000 of and then just start selling them for $47. You just don't want to do that. That's just bad business. If a person pays you that much money and you're giving away for $47 just because it's Black Friday, I don't believe in that type of marketing. You gotta just add value to what you do, and it gotta be extreme value. Okay, so for instance, okay, I've opened up my Black Friday deal for Slingly, but I've added things to it that you have to get via Black Friday. They're very amazing things, all right, that we put together that's going to make this an amazing purchase, all right. I've also gave an option. There's the link if you want to check it out later. But even look at my marketing. Like if you don't want to get it, it's totally up to you. I'm not putting a gun in the head, but you can look at the marketing strategy. Like it's very, very important to duplicate people's successful strategies. And I'm giving you this, as a present because like you guys are trusting me to get on every Wednesday and learn something new that's going to accelerate your marketing that you're probably not going to get even when you buy $1,000 course. All right. And I got to be completely blunt with you. So let me explain the pricing model before I go on a tangent there, let me explain the digital and let me explain the physical. First, I know a lot of people are doing physical, so we're going to stick there, okay? We'll stick there at first, and then we'll go over digital pricing models too as well, and not pissing your customers off as well, all right? Because you're not if you're a big retail giant like Macy's, like there's nothing you can do about it. They wanted you bought a sports designer shirt for $80 and $60, and now Black Friday is selling it for $25. You can't take your shirt that you use and go back to Macy's and be like, I want a refund. They laugh at you and they tell you get out the store. Okay, but when you're doing digital marketing, that can happen to you. Okay, so just a little bit of a note there. All right, so physical stuff that we've tested. All right, we have tested $7.95. Now you can't do that unless you really know your back end money. Like we've tested $7.95 and we lost money on the sale. So we were breaking even. Okay, now the margins have changed now. I wish I can go back to this price. I'm actually talking to a vendor because look, you got to understand that there's front end items like a t-shirt, okay, or a mug, which I allow you to get with Slingly Light as well. These are front end items. You could try to make some money on them, especially during the holidays, but they should just be what we call in digital marketing loss leaders. They get people in and they cover your ad expense. Okay, they cover your ad expense. Your goal as an advertiser is to break even on the front because that means you're getting free traffic. Okay, that's what a loss leader does. Now, front end, you can look at these as loss leaders, right? You want to try to give such an insane deal that this is a loss leader. It's breaking even on your traffic. Now, at the time when we were doing $7.95, okay, we had warehouses in Tampa. And I was working with different partners, and our cost to get a shirt out was like $3. So we were able to do this type of marketing. Okay, no more. I don't got those margins anymore. All right, but this price smokes even with $6.95 shipping we tested. Okay, I think it was even $4.95 all the way down. There's a $4.95 all the way down to $2.95, and it was just like printing money at that point. People were just buying shirts and shirts and shirts and shirts and shirts at this point because everybody else was selling shirts for $19, and we were just murdering it. Okay, and we were taking a loss on the front because we were just making so much money on the back. That's really what it was. All right, and it didn't matter if our cost was $3 to $5. Our object was to break even, and John remembers those times. Okay, John's on this call right now, and
hey everybody, I've been kind of quiet in the background. Sorry about that, but
no, it's all good, bro.
What Rick's talking about is really, really important. Especially knowing your margins and all that. We, like he said, we did lose a bunch of money on the front end, but we gained it back on upsells and things like that. So you really, really got to pay attention to this stuff.
Well, I'm just saying right now is that what you guys got to focus on is the margins that you got, okay? And that's what we had to do too as well. When we lost the ability to get these super duper margins, we had to think, okay, now it's costing us $11 to do what we used to do. So we can't sell it for $7.95, all right? I mean, you could if you want. You're just going to lose about $6 to $7 a sale. But if your back end is so dialed in, like your upsells and your discount marketing and everything else, you don't care about losing that $7 because you're making it up. You're breaking even in the back of your funnel. Because in the funnel, you got your top of the funnel, okay? You got your middle of the funnel, and then you got your end of the funnel. A lot of people, they just focus on the top of the funnel. They forget that there's a middle funnel, which could be cross sells, upsells, order bumps, and stuff like that. And then they forget about the back of the funnel, where this could be high ticket items, $100 plus items. Okay, so I'm teaching a little bit more of an advanced strategy, okay? And you gotta have the guts to be able to lose $6 to $7 per sale on the front if you're selling $100 items in the back that are just working for you, because it's all gonna break even. And that comes down to watching your metrics and learning them properly. Your metrics is so important on that if you're doing that type of stuff. But let's break into reality now, okay? A lot of people are not gonna be able to do that. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is, all right, I think right now with Slingly, a white mug is gonna cost you, John, correct me if I'm wrong, but like I think it's $8 shipped and printed. I think that was it.
It's about $9, $8.95.
All right, so a white mug will cost you, let's just say $9 with simple math. All right, so what we've tested on mugs, and I'll go back to t-shirts in a minute, but what I tested in mugs is we've tested $14.95. Okay, we have tested $17.95. We have tested $19.95, and $19.95, and we have tested $21.95. Now, if you were paying attention, I said it's always easier to go down in price than up in price. So if this is your base margin to get it shipped and printed, then we want to start at the high price. If we don't get sales, we want to knock it down a little more. Okay, if we don't get sales, we want to knock it down a little more. If we still don't get sales, we want to knock it down even more. But when you get into a range of 9 to 14, which leaves you about what, a $6 margin, a $6 profit range, you're at a break even right there. You're at a break even point at this price point when you are at a $5 cost per purchase in your Facebook. You can save that by just selling on Etsy for free and Amazon for free. Okay, you can save that $5. Okay, and that's why I suggest you stay until you get used to running Facebook. But you're gonna have to do it eventually. Like, you just, if you want to get this money now, like, you're gonna have to run traffic. There's really nothing else about it. I can't. This is why I'm teaching all these strategies. And just to let you guys know, all this training is in Slingly Academy on the Media Dollars replays, and we're titling them correctly, so you don't have to worry about like missing something. Okay, you could just go with the ones that resonate with you. Okay, so that's really that. Okay, for a mug, and we've tested the same prices for a shirt as well. Actually, they really are the same prices. Okay, we tested $21, $19.95, $17.95. We don't go below $17.95 for a shirt, because a shirt is gonna cost us a lot more to ship and print. Okay, it's gonna cost, I think, John, what is it, like 11 something, 11.90, something like that.
Yeah, it's about $11.95.
Okay, so let's just say $12. So we don't want to sell it for less than $17.95. Okay, and $17.95 becomes your break even right there. Okay, where you're not losing money on it. All right, your $19.95, you're making a little bit of money on it. Your $21.95, you're making a lot more money on it. However, with $21.95, you have to do free shipping. Okay, $19.95 free shipping. With $17.95, you can sneak in like a $3 shipping, and it works. Okay, with $14.95, you can sneak in like a $4.95 shipping and handling. But I'm telling you, when you can offer free shipping with a higher price point, this converts. Okay, if you can offer $17.95 with a free shipping, kill the shipping, that shit just converts. Like, straight up, just converts. All right, so you got to think of it that way. Understand your margin, understand, start at a higher price point with free shipping, go all the way down. All right, and you don't have to run millions of items. You can just do one shirt at a time and start to really get used to Facebook. Like, you don't have to kill yourself and put 17 different shirts up, 18 different mugs up, and then start running 10 to 15 products every few days. You're gonna fail. I know that for a fact. You're just going to fail because you're just not paying attention to your items. You're not paying attention to your audiences. You're not paying attention to your metrics. You're not paying attention to your margins. Things are just moving too freaking fast. You don't have a media buying team that could do it for you. You don't have a guy who's doing store reporting. You don't have designers that, are system and process. I can tell you from experience, you're going to freaking fail. All right. So you got to get used to doing one, make it work, move on to the next. Two, make it work, move on to the next. Because in reality, if you get 5 winning products that are making you $5 to $10 each a day, do the math. And then you just keep on, building and building and building. So many people in a rush to get this working, and that has to do with external stress and bills and all the nightmarish stuff. But if you go through my mindset stuff, you'll start to calm down and understand that this is a long-term play. This is not a short-term get rich quick overnight type of play. If you want to do that, then you should be in the stock market and you're going to risk yourself. But my boy just made $57,000 in options with a $3,500 play. Okay, it's amazing shit that you can do. But like I'm just saying, there's risk involved with everything. Okay, how do you figure out what mug or what shirt to offer first? Good question. I just needed to hear that right now. Thank you. No problem, Jennifer. Mary, I got your email, by the way. All right, so I haven't forgot about you. Just to let you know. Okay. Anyway, I probably would have got back to you already. Okay, but I was on calls and I had to do this training because I just love training. So anyway, all right. So let's get back into planet Earth for a minute. Okay, we're gonna go over digital next, but just to answer Mary's question, how to figure out what a mug or what shirt to offer first. All right, so I'll break out the other notepad thing right here. Okay, let's actually just break out Slingly quick for this. Okay, let me just log into Slingly. All right, give me a second. And by the way, we'll be moving to new servers, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. We are working on butts off to get it done. It's going to be lightning fast and just amazing stuff. So let's go to the print on demand catalog. Now our jewelry, okay, and the premium catalog, like the premium jewelry and the specialty print catalog with the boots and all that stuff, these naturally have bigger margins, but they're harder to sell. Okay, they're not going to be newbie products. These are going to be upsell products. Some jewelry just converts on the front. Jewelry's hot right now, so if you can focus on jewelry, that gives you great margins. And then when you want to pick out a mug, a white, a black, or whatever, just know the niche that you're moving into. And as you can see, Slingly, we give you a ton of great designs that you can just go run with on whatever platform you want. Okay, and I'll have an ETA eventually when we're gonna have the drop down here that's gonna be niche based, so you can just select and pull up the niches. But first, first to answer your question, Mary, you gotta focus on what niche you're after. That's the biggest thing to do, is you need to focus on that niche. What niche am I gonna tackle? For us, that was firefighters and EMTs. John is a longtime EMT. He worked 12 years as an EMT. When I hired him on the team, he literally had no clue how to do any of this shit. And then he ran like 17,000 on a Shopify store in like 2016. It's just more or less like just focusing, all right? And that's what that Millionaire series teaches you what to do. The niche basically over here is, what are you passionate about, or what do you want to, who do you want to sell to? Okay, so like the family niche, Don Wilson teaches that a lot because it's just an evergreen niche. And when I'm talking about evergreen, I'm talking about it goes all year round. All right, it's not just designated to Christmas. It's not just designated to to a specific holiday like Valentine's Day. It can be, but there's certain times in the year like Valentine's, St. Patty's Day, people with upcoming birthdays, people that are getting married, moms mixed with nursing, moms mixed with babies. That type of stuff just converts like a lot. So that's the family niche. Then you got other okay, so when I'm looking at niches, I always look at other things like, and I'll throw on the camera for this thing because I'm talking like nothing right now. Right. So, yeah. So guys, when I basically look for niches, I'm looking for passion, camaraderie, veterans, okay, is a camaraderie. Nursing is a camaraderie. Um, like anything that brings together, okay, like that kind of passion, like Second Amendment rights and conservatives and politics and stuff, which you just can't run on Facebook right now. You used to be able to run Second Amendment and politics on Facebook many moons ago. You just can't do it no more. They just don't allow it. But you can do it on Etsy. Shit is working on Etsy. You can put as much politics as you want, Donald Trump up there, but it doesn't freaking matter. Just do whatever you want on Etsy, right? Okay. Then you got to think of like hobbies. Like, okay, so hobbies have passion. So that's be swimming, okay? That would be, maybe backpacking and, hiking and climbing and fishing, outdoors, camping. These are what I'd like to say with print on demand is you want to be evergreen. You don't want to be against something that the force is driving the factor of you making money. You want to be able to make money consistently throughout the whole year using the same strategies that worked since 2015 and beyond. 2014, they still work today. And that's what I teach. Okay. So then you want to think about like other passion niches like dogs and breeds and stuff like that. But the most important thing is you want to pick one. Pick one and stick to that niche. So ours, when we first picked the niche that I was having John do a lot of the stuff with the store, he wanted to go into EMTs. He understood paramedics. He understood what they do. He worked paramedics all his life, blah, 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 blah. So that's what we did. Okay. So if you go into Slingly and you put in like, EMT or nurse or something like that, you're going to see a bunch of stuff that we have designed that still converts to this day. And there's stuff in here that we haven't even run, okay, at all. Okay, that we just had too much overstock of designs and we couldn't friggin' run them. So there's gold in here that we didn't even tap into. Okay, I'm just letting you know that. And you can even go like, if you can't find everything here, you could just go and type in something like nurse, and then you can find in all the nurse products that we have. And like nurses for Halloween, different like logos and stuff like that, different sayings, and just click the load more button and let it load. Okay, we designed for 2020. Okay, we designed different product lines that have different margins and stuff like that. And I think what Ferd did, my developer, he's making this load more button now to just help improve database speed until we're on to the other server. Because you used to be able to scroll down, and there you can, but honestly, too many people doing it at once eats the database power. But what I'm getting at here is you want to stick with one. Now, the question was, do I want to do a white mug or do I want to do a black mug? Well, that depends on you. Do you want to have a better margin? White mugs have a better margin. Okay, they sell just as good as black mugs, but some designs sell better on black mugs than better on white mugs. So like you gotta walk down the daisy chain. Pick your niche. Let's say that's nurse. Okay, and we make killing with nurse stuff. Okay, pick number two. Okay, what is my margin? My margin is better on a white mug. Okay, I know that for a fact. Okay, black mugs for some reason they cost more to print on. Okay, this is real. Like we don't make like all we're charging you in Slingly is basically the transaction fee that we're getting cost by the merchant account to process. Okay, like we're just covering that fee. So you're getting rock bottom to our cost. Okay, that's what we're giving you for a load of products. Now the higher margin products that cost a lot more training, we make a few dollars on, $1 or $2. Okay, it doesn't hurt the margin. I've always thought about my customer first, then me making money in the back last, because there's multiple different ways we make money. Okay, whether it be e-commerce, whether it be digital marketing, coming up with new ideas, training, membership areas, and a bunch of things that you can get into once you have the momentum. Okay, so let's go see. Someone's
I just wanted to mention something too, because you were talking about how do you know what T-shirt or what mug to launch first. What I do is I have a big following. I've gone through the Build Your Tribes training and some other trainings, and we've actually built a huge fan page. So I post my designs to my buyers, and I asked them if they like it. Would you buy this?
Dude, that, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because I remember, you know what I'm saying, that we were using that just for testing. We would just basically put, okay, so we would come here, okay? And I'm glad you reminded me of this, okay? And we go to assets, and we literally just download the Facebook ad image. Just straight up download it. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. All right, so we come over here, we download this image, or we download like the image that we're gonna run. So we come here, all right, and we basically take this, all right. Be kind to nurses. We choose your your catheter size. I like that. That's such a great saying. Like, you know, people will buy this. But we come and we just literally, like John was doing this. You post it on the fan page after building the audience. I always teach build audience first. That's something you're gonna hear repetitively in the trainings, and you're gonna be like, are you a nurse? Would you buy this? Okay, and this is absolutely free of charge. You don't have to test nothing. Oops, got that right. Damn it. This is free of charge. And we literally, this would just be the top of the post. And that would be here. And we'd wait and we'd want to see what our response was. You'd be surprised that we'd have likes, comments, and shares and tags and everything on something we're not even having a buy link on. Some of them just went viral by themselves with no buy link. That I told John, put a buy link in the comments somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like don't waste all that traffic and shit. But like, that's a really good telltale though, to know that's something that's going to be a winner up front. And then what you want to do is drive the traffic and follow my targeting strategies and stuff like that. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is you're going to run traffic and you're going to only spend $5 for 3 days. Okay, and you're going to stop it after 3 days, and you're going to look at your metrics, your add to carts. You're going to look at if there's any purchases. You're going to look at if there is any initiate checkouts, and you're going to look at your view contents. And I explained that in depth in this over here. If you go here and then you go to Slingly Academy and you go to the Get You Going 2.0 bootcamp, I go super in depth on that. So I'm not going to go redo that here, but just go to Slingly Academy and then go to your your 2.0 section over here. Once it loads, okay, Get You Going 2.0 and your simple roadmap to execution. That's one video. I mean, you want to go through this, honestly, I would if you're really serious. But like this is gold, like these two right here, okay? And John went through operations and processes if you want to scale. Okay, so you know when we get a lot of questions, I love the questions, but a lot of these things have been answered, okay, in the training. And I know sometimes it's daunting to go through hours of training, but sometimes you just got to do it, okay, especially if you want to make that money. All right, so let's go back over here. So you're gonna want to run traffic, and you want to pay attention to these metrics. You want to pay attention to your margins and all that good stuff there. Okay, and that's we're gonna tell you. One, am I getting likes? Am I getting comments? Am I getting shares? Okay, if I'm getting no likes, I'm getting very few comments, I'm getting 0 shares, well, then the product sucks or your targeting sucks. Okay, you have to fix your targeting. If you follow my targeting strategy, your targeting will never ever suck. I've been using the same targeting strategy for freaking years and it just doesn't change. Okay, so you use my targeting strategy, you don't have to worry about targeting. Okay, you basically have to worry at that point, okay, is your price, okay, and your metrics, and your margin, your metrics, and which I'm teaching today is margin and metrics. All right, so without going too much further in detail on that, and then we'll get to a little ask me anything type of thing. All right, we're gonna go over the digital side, okay, because a lot of people that come across, you know, Slingly Eva 2, and just by Keep It Moving Group, they're in digital marketing and they want to make a lot of money with ebooks and software as a service and membership areas. And you can apply a lot of the concepts of my traffic getting strategies to digital marketing. It's kind of like when I teach my traffic strategies, it's a one size fits all when it comes to marketing, because if you understand the flow of a prospecting funnel, then you can use this for any type of marketing. Okay, so let's go down over here. Let's just open up another whiteboard quick. Okay, and very, very appreciative if you guys come in to keep it moving, and you leave me like a comment on how I'm doing. I really like that. It really gives me motivation to keep on doing this type of stuff. Coming over here, and I'll give you like a little post to do it on if you guys can. It'll be great. Okay, I'd like to know that I'm giving you good value. All right, so let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's go back to this whiteboard. Now, digital is a whole different story. Not completely, but it is a different story because your margins are greater. You have 70%, okay, 80% margins, depending on your overhead, depending on your merchant fees, this is depending on your ad spend, okay? You're gonna have better margins because you are literally just selling it at pretty much a 3 or 4x price point, okay? That will convert because it's digital info. And another big plus with digital is you can sell this worldwide. With a lot of physical stuff, if you try to ship it to the UK or Canada or international, you're going to eat some hefty shipping fees, okay, to get that done. That eats your margin. So you have to charge more for international. When I'm selling a digital product, I don't have to charge any shipping, okay, for a digital product. And that I can go target worldwide on Facebook and get very good results. So that's a really big benefit of digital. We have customers for Slingly in like Bulgaria, okay, and like parts of Hungary and Philippines, in India, in different parts of the world, Australia, UK, Canada. And John made a list of all the countries because it just gets very important where you see your buyers come from. If you want to get even more in depth with your marketing, you want to start breaking down where your buyers are coming from and start running ads directly to these countries or directly to these states that are giving you the best bang for your buck, best response for your ad spend. Another little gold nugget I can give you is that when you lump everything into Facebook, Facebook will choose the lowest rate for you. So for instance, when I'm doing India and I'm doing Australia, Canada, USA, and all these different countries, okay, the Philippines, and I'm wrapping them up in one campaign, what's happening sometimes is I'll go look at my metrics and I'm getting all these cheap clicks. I'm getting all these cheap leads and I think I'm doing amazing. They're sending it all from India, okay? I'm not saying India is a bad place, but I'm saying that there's not a lot of like high ticket buyers in India. Well, I haven't found it, okay? And that may not be your desired result. So what I've learned with my Facebook marketing is don't trust Facebook. like shut up. Just don't freaking trust Facebook. Do your own freaking marketing. Like put US in one ad set, put Canada in another ad set. Force Facebook to give you the realistic auction prices inside of a country or a state so that you know exactly what you're dealing with. If you just type the United States, it's going to give you the areas that are the cheapest to run. Now, with e-commerce marketing, I do just type United States, okay? But as I grow in it, I'll see where my traffic's more or less coming from, and then I'll start targeting that traffic, and that's part of scaling, okay? All right, so anyway, so worldwide, now your margins are good, so you can make up the prices. So I'm not gonna go too much in depth on here, but these are some prices that I've tested that I consider to be low ticket, high ticket, and entry point level pricing, okay? Say you want to get leads and you want them to buy something. You want to give them $1,000 type of value, but you want to shock the hell out of them. That's $7 to $12 tested, okay? So this will get you amazing conversions, okay? If you want to do, okay, your upsells on that, I have tested anywhere from $19 to $37 is the sweet spot for an upsell, okay? If you want to upsell from there, I have tested $147 to $297, but your conversions are not going to be the best, okay? Okay, like I normally don't do a big jump like this normally unless I just want to test something, okay? I go for these little 20 to 30%, 20 to 30% jumps, okay, in my course as I walk them down the funnel, okay? I have also tested $297 on the front, which is amazing, works like crazy. However, you got to have something real stupid good, and you have to be targeting correctly, okay, to make that work, or you're gonna lose a lot of money. When I do a 297 on the front and I'm running cold traffic, I want to get the lead first. I drive it to a lead page so I can warm up the lead and then send them to the 297 at the end, or send them sporadically to the 297. I never go from a landing page right to a 297. I'll go from a landing page to a 7. I'll go from a landing page to a 12, and I'll stick at that price point. And then I'll maybe go to 27 to 37 and test the waters. But most of my 297 marketing is done in the back. Okay, it's never usually on the front. Now, you'll see it on the front in some of my funnels because I've already warmed up my audience, and I know, okay, that my software will help a lot of people. And I know that if I can keep this price point, all right, for a certain amount of time, I can't do this forever. I really can't do this forever, okay, because I lose money over time because I'm spending literally anywhere from 20, okay, to $30,000 a month just to run Slingly itself. Okay, that's designs, that's server costs, that's employees, that's support, that's development, that's everything wrapped into that. Operations, okay? So I can't do this forever. So these are good prices if you want to do a special deal and just get people a good deal, but then it's gonna go back to normal pricing, okay? And that's what happens. If I find an opportunity where I can open it up again, I do, okay? If I don't, I don't. And there's another thing as well, is like I've tested where you have $97, okay, right on the front, okay, that does really, really well. But then again, you want to make sure it's at least half as good as a 297 product. Okay, so if this is 100% on my meter, like all I got type of stuff, then the $97 needs to be at least 50% of the 297. And that's how you turn products in a little wealth accelerator here. How you turn a $97 into $297 product? You add yourself to it. That's how you make a $97 into a $297 instantly. You give your time, your consulting time, your knowledge, you get on a camera, you get on a webinar, you train weekly, you give a package like that. That's how you raise the price. And you could do it with $297, and then you could go up to $497, and then you can go even to $997 this way. And I'll tell you this much, to me, these are front end prices. These are low ticket prices to me. Okay, now it may sound crazy to you right now if you're not making these type of sales, but I gotta be completely blunt with you. A $997 I consider a break-even price point for me, because I do, okay, my rates, if you wanted me to consult with you on like my big type of package, my rates start at $5,000. That's where my rates start, at 5K. Okay, I go all the way up to 15K depending if I'm doing any done for you stuff. Okay, that's how much my top package is. All right, I've come up with a way to work with you guys, okay, for an upfront of $2,000, and that will give you 90 days of me, okay, including that 2K. But it's not, I'm not building any websites for you. I'm not writing any ad copy for you. I am not doing anything that I would do in normally these packages where I'm writing a webinar, or I'm actually performing a webinar, or I'm getting a sales team to help you, or I'm giving you my professional web, media buyer designer type of stuff that I just couldn't do for this type of a price point. Now, I'm not saying that it's not going to accelerate you. I'm not going to name the name, but someone on this call took action. Now I'm going to help her a lot. She's going to get probably 5K value, okay, out of what she just entrusted me to do. And when you treat your customers like that, like, and you really do respect the hustle, then you're going to get repeat customers and friends throughout the industry, okay? Hey, Ricky, this is the blind guy, Robert, from a long time ago, member of Slingly. I know it's Black Friday deal on the full year premium designs. Do I get the year? Robert, all right, look, just email me, elrickymataka. That's something I want to just talk about first.
I already told them to email support, and I told
all right, cool. All right, just want to make sure that guys are taken care of. All right, so just for shits and giggles here, all right, I'll give you the totem pole of your digital pricing. 7 to 12, graduate to 27 237. Okay, and keep in mind it's always easier to raise your price. Go down your price than raise it. Okay, then you want to be at 67 to 97. Then you want to be at 127 to 147. Okay, then you want to be at 197 to 297. Then you want to be at 297 to 497. Then you want to be at 497 to 997. Then you want to be at pretty much $2,000 at that point, okay, or 1497. Okay, anything above 1,000. Okay, anything above 1,000 is a webinar. You need webinars to sell these properly. You can't. I've been successful selling 997 without a webinar, but like I really understand like marketing. Okay, like the 1297s is a little bit tougher. 2,000 is tougher. You're not going to get a lot of sales at 2,000, but you're going to get. But see, here's the caveat with that: you're going to get the right people. Okay, you're going to get the people that will do the work. You're going to get the people that are burning the designs. I have paid up to 25,000 for masterminds that I got maybe a tenth of the value that I put out. However, that tenth made me a couple $100,000 because I implemented what I felt I needed to learn. Okay, there's been times where I paid $15,000 or $7,000. Okay, if I felt, or even 5K, and I felt that the value was there. And did I get the whole, shit from them? No. But the knowledge I learned, I implemented, refined, retweaked, and re-implemented, and just kept on doing that. And that's what made me successful, is that you just stick to it and not be afraid to test and use your money to invest back into your business other than into just your material wealth. Okay. All right, guys. So that's pretty much all for today. I'm going to wrap that up. I don't want to go over, but this was a very, very important module on pricing. And remember, I'm doing this every type of Wednesday. I'm giving tidbits and gold nuggets like this of what made me successful. And I'm doing it because I know I'm going to get long-time customers. I'm going to get friends. I'm going to get people that really take action on this stuff. They're going to get very successful. Okay. And, if you want to work with me on a one-on-one, I don't even have the time to do these big packages like I used to, like the 15K packages. I'm going to be completely blunt with you. I may not even offer that again because it's a lot of work. I was doing the webinars, I was doing the performance of the webinar, I was running the traffic, I was writing the landing pages, I was doing all the email copy. It's a lot of work, okay? And then it gets to the point where it's just not worth the time anymore, okay? So I'll let you know if I ever open that type of stuff. That's something you're looking for, but like I don't know if I'll be doing that in the near future. But like my low ticket fruit right here is, workwithslingly.com. I'll put it there. Is workwithslingly.com, and this is going to give you access to my team, okay, and pretty much me. But like I said, it's not a done for you package. It's not a scheduled call package. We're going to be on some kind of scheduling. I don't do that type of stuff with this package. But you're going to get me for 90 days, giving you the best to help your business. If that's something that's worth it to you, that's the link. All right, so. All right, guys, let's see if there's any more kind of questions. All right, we got automatic affiliate, Slingly, and Gear Bubble. Okay, there is no automatic Slingly affiliate. I have been working on that. It's because we are tied into Kartra to do the affiliate stuff. However, hit me up if you want to be an affiliate of Slingly. It converts really good. Okay, I'm telling you, it's 5+ years of tested marketing that went into Slingly, along with a software that actually works and actually gets people results. Like, who would have thought? And then basically actually gives you the training that actually works. You know what I'm saying? So all you got to do is just like freaking do it. Just get it done. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. All right. You like help with Slingly account? I'm able to see the product prices. Keep asking me. Here, John, try to take care of that, please. Or LJ. I don't know if you got back to him already, but go figure that out for me. All right. Would you guys, yep, Robert, I'm not going to say that out loud because I do have competition that looks at me very, very, very closely. But yes, that, and I have something even bigger coming to Slingly. Because one thing about good old boy Ricky is I'm a trend marketer. I follow the trends. So I have something that's coming to Slingly this, and I knock you off your chair. And everybody that's a pro member that got in for the lifetime deal gets that, okay? I'm going to be charging for it later. You're going to see promotions for it and people buying it left and right, but you're going to have access to it. I can't release that. It's a hard module to do, and we're still working out like the requirements, but we should have that by Q1. It's going to be amazing. All right. I looked at Black Price Special. I want to design. Okay. Any kind of questions like that that I'm probably not going to answer here live. Okay. Just elrickymataka at gmail.com. Okay. Hey, just hit me up. My personal email is right there. All right. Robert, you got it. Robert's on the point. Okay. Robert, you definitely got it. Yep. I'm not going to say that out loud, but yep, 100%. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. I got another, about 3 or 4 hours of busy work to do. So I just wanted to get on and say, thank you for being here. I appreciate the time. Look, I'm not on these calls to just tell you every week. Okay, I'm here to give you value. If you want to work with me closer, yeah, there's a fee. If you don't, at least take the trainings and things I do and do something with it. Make me proud. Get me some results, and let's keep this moving. All right, guys. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.